So we got into this harmonic rhythm
Yeah.
little chart that I wrote for you, and the discussion of all things harmonic rhythm with regards to the catalyst was this little thing that I wrote because my girlfriend loves to sing one note samba. She's done great on it, and it's up on the internet, you know.
Yeah.
Cool stuff. And I think that there's something up now where we're playing this harmonic rhythm on the bridge each time, all right? And whether or not we can get to this, or whether it's even appropriate, we'll figure that out. But I started just by hipping you to the idea of, let me just double check on the tempos. I thought it was, we were just at 40, right? So, da, 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 da. So if we're thinking 16th notes, how would that work? Well, first, we would just, we want to get this thing that I've been hipping you to. We just feel that stick laying in the middle finger, wedged up against the palm, right? And it's balanced there, right? And then we can turn. Now if we're going to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Put your metronome on at 40.
Is it 40?
Put it on at 40. 16th. We're going to play 16th notes at 40.
Good.
Okay. Okay, now, I guess we can just stay on a bounce surface. It's okay.
I got the pad if you want the.
Yeah, let's just see where we are. The trigger on this broke, so the
mesh head.
Yeah, this was hooked up as the pad for the bass drum, or mimicking for the bass drum pedal to attach to. And I removed it so that I can practice on another level of rebound.
Right.
And it's cool to practice with different weighted sticks and so on, you know.
Yeah.
And it's really helpful to practice with the mirror. I bring in a full-size mirror, but I also have this that I hang.
Yeah.
I've got it right where I can just turn and get different angles.
Yeah.
One hand or the other, or both if I back up. So that's another discipline that can be very helpful, right? So if we're just trying to get, well, maybe we should be on a non-bounce pad to help you feel this. You're on your non-bounce pad, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to copy you. You know, being a teacher, the idea is as you go along, you learn yourself, you know?
Oh, yeah.
You learn about different aspects of a particular player's bad habits, and then you have to figure out a way to help that student overcome said bad habit. And as I was saying, you know, we'll get together and listen to some of your original music, and maybe I'll learn something.
Yeah.
So we're at 40. And I want to feel this. It's really cool. This is a Martinez thing where he lets it hang down by your side. And then you put your first finger and thumb on. Very gently, you see? Because all you're feeling is if you were to do it so that you were only holding with the middle finger and feeling it wedged up against the palm, you still have the stick. And you gently wrap the guide on. Now, if I brought that up and take the guide off, well, not too bad, pretty stable, right? We want it to be as stable as possible, right? We really want to feel that so we can turn. Then we're going to go into the accents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. 40. Okay, so right now, it's cool. So maybe we'll create a slightly different chart so that we always go back to just playing the singles because that's going to set you up.
Right.
But the singles are supposed to be as even as possible, right? And so you're doing this. You're going and the left hand is what's going on with that. We really want to try to maintain a particular height of turn, right?
Yeah.
We want to try to get those notes to sound even.
Yeah.
So before you get into the fives, you got to get that together.
Right.
Go ahead. So where do you feel, when you go to make your throw, where do you feel the stick land?
The middle finger.
Good, right? So the stick is landing in the middle finger here. The other thing I'm doing is I'm thinking about the stick and the wrist moving together. You see? Right? See what's happening there? You got this kind of thing happening?
Right.
They move together.
Mm.
So that when we want a particular height of turn, we actually have to turn our wrist. If we throw our fingers open, we haven't turned our wrist. We've got the height, but we haven't turned the wrist, okay? So we want to just let the arms hang. You might want to just try letting them hang this way. Only middle finger and wedged on the palm, hanging. Now you're nice and relaxed. It's going to come up and you'll be in position. Right? And you can put your guide on. Nothing much should change. Nothing should change. Other than you feel the guide gently coming in, not holding the stick up, but because if you were to experiment and squeeze with your first finger and thumb, what happens?
Raises a little, I mean, kind of goes up a little, the tip.
I don't know. Maybe. For me, if I squeeze underneath, it goes up.
Yeah.
The middle finger, it goes up. If I squeeze the first finger and thumb, what happens is the stick ceases to lie in the middle finger. See, here it's in the middle finger.
Right.
If I squeeze, I don't feel the weight of it in here.
Right.
I'm holding the stick up with the first finger and thumb. We want to hold the stick up with the middle finger and come in gently from on the sides.
Mm.
The stick is definitely landing on the middle finger, not on the first finger and thumb.
Right.
Okay, 16th notes. And remember, okay, so we're feeling the wrist and the stick going up together. So we're actually turning our wrist and not throwing our fingers over. And then we're just letting that stick come back down. Gravity is a good concept at this point. We don't need to force it down. We just need to lift it up. We have the weight of the stick. We have the weight of the hand. We have the sound chamber. You want the same height of turn, not higher than the right, not higher than the left. Somewhere in there. And there's plenty of time to wait at the floor, isn't there?
Yeah.
At this speed. So in your left, you don't need to bring it up right away. It can just sit there for a sec. Clunk, clunk, and sit. So see, it waits, 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 waits. And you lift it up and it does it again. Yeah, so there you go. Because you were landing and kind of bringing it up pretty low, as though you were expecting it to bounce.
Yeah.
That's where this pad is helpful in eliminating the force coming from the surface and forcing you to turn your wrist. Nice and easy up. You don't have to shove it down. You have to lift it up and let it go clunk. Okay, now go into fives.
Ah.
Not too bad.
Definitely lost the quarter note though.
And then we have to consider where the upstrokes would be.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, up, 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 squeeze, squeeze, release, squeeze, squeeze, release, squeeze, squeeze, release, squeeze, squeeze, release, squeeze, squeeze, release. You feel that? So you're going to feel a little bit of a squeeze, squeeze, release, squeeze, squeeze, release in the other hand. You just want to drop it for the release. In the other hand, after 2 squeezes for your 2 throws, you're just going to drop the other stick to make your upstroke.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Remember, we want to let that arm hang. Not too bad, Jason. But let's just take a look at the throw real quick.
Yeah.
So the throw is it's laying in that middle finger, right? Got the guide on, and then we just allow the stick to hang. Richard Wilson would say, you leave the bead down longer than you think. So there's a feeling, and that's where having a heavy stick is helpful. It's just in that middle finger, hanging there. Do I feel going from here to here? Can't change, don't change the pressure in your guide. Just keep the guide on, firm, comfortable, and constant. Do you feel any change in your middle finger when you do that? It's very subtle.
Yeah, I guess it starts to pull in. It's just a tiny bit, right? Kind of pulls in as you're turning your wrist.
No, it does the opposite. This is what, it's cool, because when the hand,
Oh, yeah.
we can either drop the hand, and if we just let the hand go like this,
Yeah. Right, yeah.
it opens up.
But I think I was squeezing it then, maybe. I was like,
Yeah, you're squeezing on the, so get your arm flat. Pretend you're kind of in a holding the stick position. Right? Would be like if you let your hand close. Come on, first finger and thumb would come together and touch. No, not down here. They wouldn't touch at the tip. If you really let everything go, if the pad of the thumb seems to come in and touch, perhaps right in that area, like that, comes and touches in that first knuckle of the first finger. That, okay? More like that. Yeah, so that if you just let it drop, see, you went up a little bit. Okay? So it's very tiny, isn't it?
Right.
We can go up like this, or we can turn for rebounds, but so if we're going to just make this little up motion, or if we did this and put your other hand underneath, right? You can let it touch, but keep your hand closed like you had it, like that, more like that. See, just the whole thing is resting flat, and then we just did that. As you roll forward, see the hand's more open.
Right.
And as you came back, it would close a little. Now, for me, the thumb and the first finger, they're so subtle, they're still touching. Best barely. Yeah, you don't go forcing it to feel it. You just see what happens naturally. I guess if you're not holding a stick, maybe they would open a little. But it's really, we're looking to feel a slight opening of the hand. So we're just going to go up, and I feel my fingers still touching. Put your hand underneath. You see, that looks good. Okay. See, it's a little more open, and you come down, and the hand closes a little. Come on, get this to happen. Don't be like this. Put this here. More like that. And if you go up, it hardly changes. There you go, and come back. No, you came back and you lost this thumb. The thumb should be right in there, like that. Now just come back. More like that. Okay, so when we go up, we want to feel the holding of the stick is described in the middle finger. And then we just go up. Or we can just drop it. If we were making an upstroke, we would just drop it, right? Just drop it. And it's a little bit relaxing. It relaxes. The hand opens up just a little. I still have it here. You have it here? Stop. Don't play like this. Just have it in that, on the pad of the thumb and in the first knuckle of the first finger, more like that. It's a little more closed.
Right.
Okay? And you're just going to go, we're going to make an upstroke. So you're just going to tap. And you can see, you see your grip looks great. So when I tap, there's some reaction here in the arm. It's tiny. It's tiny. Even my elbow feels something. Just a little. Hardly anything. If we went up more, we talked about to go up more. Give me the Dick Wilson gooseneck. Come on, go on up. Now, no, don't give me any of the molar stuff. We're just tapping. Just tapping and noticing whether or not. Okay, there. See? Don't stop. Don't. This is good. Come back. If we go up just a little bit, you can start to feel that happen. So that if you went up, it would keep happening all the way up. All the way up. No, my hand's pointing at you, essentially, a little bit this way. There you go. There, you see? There, you're trying to maintain the grip, and in leading with the wrist, you maintain this angle all the way up. Stick just goes up like this, right? If you do the molar thing, the stick will go out like this. So the stick will do this.
Right.
We don't want the stick. That's wasted motion. We want the stick to go straight up, right? And nothing moves unless you're leading with the wrist. You have to lead with the wrist. So we don't need to come up very high. We're going to get our little upstroke. And I've noticed that I could go up more, and then I'm going to cock my wrist. And that's when it starts to, could almost feel like throw. And just like we can use gravity here, the speed that you go up is the speed that you come down. This is musical. Up, down, tap, throw, up, stroke, or up motion, and then we throw. Up. It's supposed to be in musical time. So the speed that I'm turning up, will be this, see, this part of it. Just the wrist turn? Come on, turn up. Don't go locking your fingers, just hold the stick. See, it should come up and down, essentially just lifting it up and letting it fall. I could do it I could almost let it, don't go down faster. The speed you go up is the speed you come down. Now go up faster. Don't go throwing your hand open. Turn your wrist faster. It's the wrist. Remember, see, it's going to come down faster. Feel it in the middle finger. Go faster. Come up even faster. Don't throw your hand open. Just feel it in the middle finger. See? So the speed we go up. So if you're going to make a fast throw, it should be a relationship. Up, see, this part's going up, down at the same. This part's going up and down, seemingly at the same speed. Gravity up to come down, and this part is coming up and down at the same speed. So we get. And it feels like you're actually going to throw it. It's like, say, you're throwing a ball, but you don't let go. Okay. So, again, food for thought. We don't want to be tired when we make our upstroke. Yeah. We want to be more relaxed. That's part of the gig. Is Murray would say, after you start to feel as though you can get relaxation, because every time you go up, you get some relaxation. It does change the quality of the attack a little bit, perhaps, right? So, okay. So again, we're at 40 playing fives. How are you going to count it now? You're gonna count in 4 or in 5? Because I had you do both.
I'll probably try the 4 just because that's probably a little harder, I think.
Okay, so you do everything the hard way. That's cool.
Yeah.
You know, the punchline for that is, right?
Yeah.
What's the response? Guy that does everything the hard way? Standing in a hammock, old boy. You can fill in the rest.
Oh, I get you.
Okay.
2.
Let it lay in your hand right now. I don't think it is. Take your guide off for a sec. Just take your guide off. Okay, put them back on nice and easy. And just go ahead and play. Count and play.
2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
Yeah, man.
2.
Up.
3.
To see if you can just drop it for the up.
Yeah.
Up. That's part of the feeling you want in your body. It's going to be the same every time. No willy-nilly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
Okay, you got that.
2,
That's good. It's coming along. So as I wrote it, and it goes from 5 to 7. So let's do the 7 first.
Yeah, I didn't quite get into 7.
I was a little excited because it was looking really good, and you're counting 4, that's the gig.
Yeah.
Go ahead and count 4. First, start with your singles. So where we Okay. Want to get
7 he's doing?
Well, we're starting with the singles each time.
Right.
Just trying to get a nice, comfortable wrist turn. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? It's going to come around eventually. So get the singles going. Come on, get them even. You got to turn both hands the same height. You have to decide, whatever it is. And you don't go slamming down. Just lift it up. Feel it in the middle finger. Don't point your first finger in the left. Let your arms hang. I don't want you playing like this. It's like this. Come on, the left has to turn just as high. Listen to yourself. You play melodic instruments. If you're popping on the guitar and you want to go no, unless it's written that way. It's supposed to be even. Okay, now go into the 7, and you might want to start counting ahead of time and however you want to.
1, 2, 3.
No. You're banging your right. You don't get to do that.
3, 4.
There it is.
1, 2.
Turn that left.
3.
Listen to yourself. There it is. Now 7.
2, 3.
Time.
4.
Good.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Up.
1,
Up.
2, 3.
Up. Squeeze.
1.
Squeeze. Up. There's got to be 3 in both hands.
That's
You can keep going. You can play 5 by mistake. Just keep going.
1, 1,
Everyone will think it was on purpose. The audience won't know or care.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
Get the left up. Turning. This is high.
2, 3, 4.
Okay. And there's going to be 3 throws in each hand. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Squeeze. Up. Squeeze. Up. Squeeze. Now count. 1,
2, 3, 4.
Feel in your body. Feel 3 throws.
3, 4. 1, 2.
Okay, you get the idea. Okay, so as I wrote it, so let's see if we can play it. Let's put this thing into practice. So, see, I want them to try, so I'm trying to get them even 8th notes or 16th notes. In this case, I wrote it as 8th notes, but it doesn't matter. So, there's so many people who can talk and talk. Played 7. There's so many people who can talk and just say nothing or nearly nothing. 7. I have used up all the skill I know, and at the end does come to nothing or nearly nothing. That's how you get out of it.
All right.
Okay, so it starts on how are we going to count it? 1 and 2 and 3 and so now we're 1 and 2 and the 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and so we're going to have 4 8th notes for every click, and so it's like a half note. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3. So we're going to go 1 and 2. I'm going to start on 2. You have to let the first 2 go by for it to work out. I don't quite know how I figured that out, but because I wanted the 7 to start at the beginning of the phrase. So see if you can do that. Now you should be able to. Maybe playing 7 is a little much right now. So what we just want to do is 1, 2, 3. So it's, there's so many. Let's start on the lyric many. There's so many people who can talk and talk and talk and just say nothing or nearly nothing. Just see if you can get that one.
Right. 1, 2, 1.
Oh, you have to sing. There's so many.
Oh, you want me to sing it? So
That's right.
1, 2. There's so many.
Yeah, that's really cool because I see you can sing. I get it.
Yeah, all the words.
But right, but notice the typical thing is you always want to start. There's so many. No, this one doesn't. It goes. There's so many people. 1, 2,
Okay,
1 and 2. You have to start in the right place.
All right.
Work out mathematically.
So I start singing on the first click, but don't stop playing until the second.
That's it. 1, there. So
on the second click, rather. Second click, I'll be my downbeat on the drum.
There's so many. No, hold on.
1 and 1 and.
That's it.
All right. So 1 and.
Don't slow down. Nothing or nearly nothing. 7. I have used up all the scale. Oh, you played 1 extra note. Now you're in 9. That was cool too.
Yeah, I'm out of it there, so.
No, you almost got it. Right. So after we play, there's so many. Just turn off the metronome for a sec.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get there. There's so many people who can talk and talk and talk and just say nothing or nearly nothing. I have used 7 notes till I know, and at the end I've come to nothing or nearly nothing. Does that work out? Hold on. There's so many people who There's so many. I have used up all the skill I know, and I've come to nothing or nearly nothing. So it's the last thing that gets the last 2 notes.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll see if we get to the end, but.
And we're back to non-harmonic. Now we're just back to playing it as a bossa nova or a samba.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and see how far you can get.
2, 3, 4. There's so many. I already messed it up. 2. There's so many. So this why am I going? Am I going too fast? Something? 1. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's so many. Why am I messing up there?
You had it. So is it turn off the metronome?
Is that an 8th note? Like there's so.
Yeah. There's so
2 8th notes.
1 and 2 and 3. You can count that way. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And now we're into 7.
All right. Yeah, I think this click was messing me up. 1. See those.
1 and 2 and
4 is a little slow, maybe.
Yeah.
1.
No.
1
and 2 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 3.
And 2 and 3.
Uh-oh. Stop.
Yeah,
No, it's okay. We're just going to count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So the half note. 2 and 3 and 4. Just count. Put the metronome. Put the metronome on.
Yeah.
Is it on 40? Yeah, it is on.
Yeah.
Okay. And just let me hear you count it.
So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and
Oh,
1
yes.
and 2 and 3 and
Now sing the melody there at that speed.
1
and 2 and 3 and
1 and so it's a triplet. So it's a triplet.
no, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and.
Okay.
But it's not a triplet. It's groups of 5. 1 and 2 and 3. It's a little
Yeah,
more.
so the reference to the click is what's messing me up, I think, is
Okay.
the click is actually a half note, you're saying, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's that.
Yeah.
And we're gonna use counting eighth notes.
All right. 1,
That's how it's written.
2,
1 and 2,
3, 4. There are
7 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Almost. Okay. So
yeah. So I kind of
you'll probably be able to pull this off, right? By spending time on it, and in the quiet of your own mind, without me being the strict taskmaster.
yeah. I just gotta get that.
Just because you understand it.
Yeah, it's just like when I start thinking of the click and then what it is, like that messes me up.
See what this does is it really helps your time, because click the schmick. It does once you just
right. When I started thinking of it, because I did it before I started thinking too much, and I was steaming.
Right. You just
messed me up.
It's going to be dot click dot click, and then it's going to go dot click 1 and 2 and 3, right?
Right.
Now, what ultimately can happen, if there's another way. Maybe I'll do this. There's a bunch of different ways, to play fives and so on.
Yeah.
But now it's all in one hand. Right? So now I'm putting the accents all in one hand.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, you have to put. It's right, left, right, left, left, right, left. Now you got to get that feeling in your body, and you just play it over and over, and it'll all work out.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's just dot a little faster so you can feel. No, now we're not going hand to hand.
Oh.
We're staying all in the right hand. So it's a downstroke and a turn, a downstroke and a turn. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Just do 3. Count 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're doing 2 lefts in a row? 2 taps in a left?
Yeah.
2,
Keep it all in the same hand.
1, 2, 3.
You got it?
1, 2.
See how cool that'll be if you put that on the drum set?
4, 5. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3.
Give me 7. 3 in the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? That's how I might play it on the drums.
4, 5, 6, 7.
If I was soloing, maybe I'd do something like that.
Yeah.
Right? There's some video of me playing it. Yeah, so you got that too. So why don't you practice it both ways?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you're gonna work on actually singing one note samba, going from 5 to 7, if we're gonna do that, let's just keep that hand to hand. But it's also cool just to put the metronome on at 40,
Yeah.
I guess first we'll just get the what are we going to call this? Is the metronome a half note and we're playing eighth notes, or are we playing 16th notes? It doesn't matter. It's really just what we decide to call them, right?
Right.
And then you're going to go if you feel comfortable, you might want to go back to singles, and then maybe what you're going to want to do is then go to 7.
Yeah.
Right? The other thing we can do is we can put everything in the other. We can turn it around. So you want to practice it leading right and left. So then, you know, right? And you start to take that hand and you can move it around.
Oh yeah.
The left hand and put that wherever you want, and it starts to sound pretty cool.
Right,
and
right.
It's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
Or is it? I don't know. All right, so that's opening up another area where new vistas for you musically.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, vista is visual, isn't it? So, and music is, but we can see the shapes. Okay. So that was good. Okay, now what we have is let's just take a look at. So let's take a. We've been going at this for a while. Let's take a look at. Let's take a quick look at stick control.
Yep.
Just not let that go. I had you on page 13, right?
Yeah.
And again, you were at 40, I believe. And I think I had you on the. I had you on the soft gel pad.
Right.
You can't get away with bouncing the stick right now. Although, as you noticed, as you speed up, for instance, you know, as I sped up the groups of 5.
Yeah.
Leading with the right, for instance. So the left has to play 2 notes in a row, like you notice.
Right.
The speed comes up, those 2 notes won't just be wrist turns. They'll just be 1 turn with a rebound. Depending on the speed, but we're not there right now.
Yeah.
We're focused right now on playing singles and not rebounding. Okay? So let's see. Once again, we're looking for evenness of attack. Okay, so I just added something to the chart. First, let's see how you're doing. 40, play that first bar as written. Rinse and repeat. Now, I really want you to feel, sometimes I feel, let me see. You see how straight my arms are? My forearms? They look like this. Sometimes yours look like this. But if you were really letting everything hang, everybody's body is a little different, so I have to, recognize that. But if you're just letting it hang, and you're kind of, as Chuck Silverman would say, you're kind of hanging in half turned over, aren't you? I've got mine just in the middle finger, right? Okay. Right. So just in the middle finger. Should be kind of half turned over, kind of, right? And then we're just going to bring it up, and now we're in palm down. And my forearms aren't touching my body. They're just hanging by my side. They just come. Just let your arms hang. Just come straight up. There. See? Now just come in. Come in. Yeah, see, now you look more normal. See your arms, now your arms don't look like this. You don't look small.
Right.
You look more natural. So that's how you're going to come up from now on. Put your guide on in the right. That's good. So you're going to come straight up. See what I said? Yeah, I've found a way. That's what I meant about learning as a teacher. I found a way to help you correct this, so it looks a little more relaxed. There. And then when you go to make a throw, you're out in here somewhere, right? It's not all tight. Oh, don't go back to tightness. Find that position. Come straight up. I was telling a student, you know, when I used to teach kids years ago, and so I would talk about to get them in the right position. I'd say it's a slice of pizza, and it would look like this,
Right.
Right? Isn't that that's like a 45-degree angle, Dick would say. All right. Let's see. See, I come up and I don't do anything with my wrists. I come up and my wrists are straight, and then I guess I roll in from shoulder and mostly from the shoulder, I guess. More like that. Okay. So just make a throw on the right and see if you can come back to that position. Let's go up from there. Okay. See, you're more open now, a little more open.
Yeah.
Not all tight. Okay. Okay. Go ahead and play this. Think about that openness for your singles. You don't need to hold your arms tight to your body. Just turn from there. Eighth notes. Same height in both hands. That's good. Don't force it down. Use gravity. That's good. Then what I did today was I kept this speed. Same height of turn. You just got to keep playing with rhythm.
Okay. One and two and...
Yeah, just play at that speed until you're comfortable, but your left isn't turning quite as high. Listen to yourself. Go slamming, you just turn a little higher. You don't add a lot of muscular force. We want to keep, if we maintain the use of gravity and we turn higher, it will be consistently the same. See? Lift it to the same height and always use gravity. And they should sound even. Especially if you're holding the stick so that the same distance, right? Right? Check it out. Right? You're going to hold the sticks, fulcrums are here. It should line up. The fulcrum should be in the same place. So the weight of the stick relative to the fulcrum is going to be the same in both hands, you see? Right. So you've got the same weight, a ratio of weight from fulcrum to the bead, and you have the same height of turn. And if we just use gravity every time, it's gonna work out. See? It's the same weight of stick. Your hand doesn't get heavier. Stick doesn't get heavier. Sometimes things feel a certain way, but that doesn't mean the stick is actually getting heavier. Okay? And you just keep turning like that. Don't go shoving it down though. You already started to change it. Okay, so what we're going to do is you're just going to play, why don't you just play singles until you get comfortable? Just get comfortable. All those variables, the height of turn, gravity, we're not throwing our fingers open, the stick is moving with the wrist. Yeah, it's nice and relaxed. Your arms aren't choked in. Now when you're ready, you just double that speed, but you have to turn just as high. And you use the same gravity. We're not going to Jupiter. We're staying on Earth. So go ahead, double that speed. Don't go shoving down. See, right away it's sped up. Your left is starting to shove down, and you're not turning quite as high. Don't shove down. Lift it up, let it fall. There it is. See? Don't throw your hand open. There. But just maintain a certain height. Hold on to that stick. Don't start bringing your arms in. They're starting to come in a little bit. Let them hang. Arms are hanging. They don't change. Nothing's changing, except you're turning a little faster. Okay, now once you feel comfortable doing that, it looks pretty good. Think gravity. No throwing the hand open. No choking up your arms. Now you're just going to turn twice as fast. Almost. Okay, back to the beginning of the chart. All right. Okay, so that's pretty good. Just practice that. So this week we're going to double the speed in that way. Okay.
All right.
And you did nicely there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then we had you working on the flam tap.
Yeah.
How many drum teachers actually get their students to sing?
I know.
Well, you know, I'll tell you, when I'm singing and playing at the same time, my time doesn't move around at all.
Yeah. Internalized it.
Because I'm locked in it. It's a holistic thing. I'm singing this tune.
Right.
And it locks everything in so that I maintain a certain feeling. The lyrics have to be comfortable at that speed. And so that's the singing drummer thing. You know, some great singing drummers out there.
Yeah.
And it really helps you understand time. Okay, so we have the flam tap, right? So now we're going to allow things to bounce. Now, I'm used to letting things bounce over here, right? But so now I have to readjust. I know I'm going to be thinking about everything we talked about. So it's laying in that middle finger, that's key. That's a big deal. I want to feel it in there. Put the guide on, right? I know I can turn my wrist, right? In this case, or I can turn my wrist for a throw, because it's like a wrist turn and a wrist turn. So it's all a wrist turn. And then we go, So there's no upstrokes here. This speed. Okay. 40. Now you see how your arms are almost touching your body?
Yeah.
Do they? So let's just do this. Bring the sticks up, get them into position, and the arms shouldn't be choked in. Bring everything in to get that shape of the slice of pizza. See, like that, right? So that I'm in this position, and I maintain that. It doesn't come in. The elbow might go out, but this stays. It seems as though this is aligned. See, once again, I'm teaching and learning. Let's figure this out. Yeah, you see? Yeah, put the stick here like this. I've got mine on my leg. I don't know if it'll work out. Yeah, see, that's where it's going to be. So when you go up, it's right in here, right? It's 6 rubbing against that area in the wrist. And you're going to go up, and it's going to continue to rub against that area. But watch what did move. The elbow, tiny bit, like that. There it is. See, there it is. Now turn and come down along that stick. See, the arm doesn't come, the area in the wrist doesn't come in. The elbow comes in a tiny bit, swivels in. It goes out there and then comes in. Leave it loose, like that, like that, like. Stay nice and loose as you follow that stick up, like that. The elbow doesn't come in after you land. The elbow doesn't come in after you land. It comes in just before you land. Like that. It's out, and it's in just before you land. Out and in. Out and in. Come up a little higher to exaggerate it. How come your elbow's not coming in?
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. So if we go up like this, we're just going to go up to here. There, your elbow came out a little bit. No big deal. Murray would say it's like the width of 2 sticks, depending on how high you come up. But that was his generality, right? And so you're coming up. And then we're just, yeah, you can leave your stick on the surface, and then you're going to come down, like what the elbow does. It does that. Why doesn't your elbow do that? When you go to play, just gently turn up in the air as you come down. It'll do that. Just smooth, like that. There. See, that's a throw. That's a throw. So do it slowly and not make a strike, leaving the bead on the surface. Feel the elbow come in. Your forearm is lined up. You feel it come in as you go down. Don't make a strike. Oh, okay, that was good too. But just leave the bead there to feel, no, just leave the bead there and feel the arm. Now come down, unravel that. Leave the bead like that. See? Keep your wrist lined up and then come down and it goes in like that. That's all that's happening. Just do that over and over for a minute. Go and now do it in time. Up, down, down. Easy, don't rush. Don't let go of, don't point your first finger to do it. That ain't gonna give you anything. Down. Seriously, the hand might be a little more loose. Don't go throwing your elbow out. Just leave it. Just notice. Now, when you're ready at that speed, just go up and cock your wrist, and it'll come down at that speed. Up, down. There. That's it. Okay. So you're going to work on that, but you felt that today. Yeah. See how much better that is? There. Yeah. You got it, man. You really do. That's really good. Don't point your first finger. Okay. So we're going tap, 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 and watch my right elbow. Tap, see? Tap, and this is line, see? You can see it. Tap, 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 tap. Okay, go for it. So you're just going to have to continue to work on that, but it's going to come along now that you felt that. What are you doing? You're playing some other stroke. There's no upstroke. Tap, 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 tap. So one hand makes the throw in 2 taps, right? Throw, tap, tap. Throw, tap, tap. Throw, tap, tap. The other hand is going throw, tap, tap. See, there's no upstrokes. So all we have to do is focus on the grip and getting that lovely motion that you just felt. Okay, now what Murray does is he doubles the speed. He's got it written as 16th notes as well. So let's see how that works at this tempo. Okay, so we're gonna go. So throw, tap, tap, It's a little slow for rebound. We could. See if you can play it as 16th notes. It's a little slow. Maybe it's a little too slow to read. I'm not sure. I mean, you can do it. It'll challenge you.
Two.
Da.
One
16th
and
notes.
one and
One and tap. It'll be throw.
One and how am I doing this? One and two and.
See, it's a little too fast for all wrists. At that point, it starts to make sense just to let it throw. Yeah, you're just going we're trying to get that stick to bounce. It's a little slow. A little slow. So you're going to land a little open. It's laying in the middle finger. There's not too much happening. You're just going to just let it rock over that fulcrum. See, it's your throw. You've got to get that throw. You want to capture that momentum. Cock your wrist a little more. It's coming. Cock your wrist a little more on your throw. Now your elbow's sticking out. It's not falling back in, so you're not getting the proper momentum. You're not getting all the benefits of the weight of your arm for free. There it is. There it is. Now put the other stick like we were working on earlier, and see if you can There you go. Come on, what's the elbow doing? Okay, just stop, recalibrate, leave the beat on the surface. Come on up, come down, feel how the arm works. It works like that. When you're ready, don't point your first finger. You're going to need it as a guide. Just gently wrapped around. Now all you have to do is go up, da da da, up, da da da. Come on, feel it rocking over that middle finger, 3-finger grip. There it is. Land a little open. Give it the freedom to rock. There it is. There's a really good one. Okay, get your elbow back. Stop, leave it on the surface for a minute. There it is. Okay, do that on the other side. Other side. You felt it. Okay. It's going to go up. Come on, don't make it weird. Come on. How are you going to hold that stick so it doesn't? No. I'm doing it like this, so that I have freedom here to move. No, I'm holding mine at the top.
Top of what? Oh, your hand?
Yeah, like that. Right.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. Hey, now it's out of the way. There you go. There it is. Come on, keep that wrist rubbing against the stick as you go up. It's not going to change. It's going to rub up and down. I'm going to start a fire. Don't point your first finger. There you're feeling it. Elbow comes in. Let that thing unravel. Don't exaggerate it. Just follow the stick going up. It'll work if you leave it alone. You don't do it. There, it comes in. Get your stick in the center of the surface. Center of your sound source. Go on up. There it is. Come on down. Feel the whole thing. No, you're starting to pull away from the stick. The wrist has to just rub against the stick. No, come on, get it rubbing against the stick all the way up and down. Up and down. Up and down. There it is. Is it touching at the bottom? Go down to the bottom. Is it touching? Right there. I guess it is.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Get in the center of your chamber or of sound source. Looking good. No need to do anything with your first finger and thumb. They're just a guide. Come on down. Feel the arm unravel. Okay. And when you're ready, you can just cock your wrist and land a little bit open. Let the stick rock over the middle finger. It's a 3-finger. Ooh. Ooh. See? There it is. Okay, man. Okay. So you're just going to practice that, and then you're going to proceed playing. We're at 40. It's slow, but
yeah,
you do it. Okay, it'll give you time to think.
Yeah.
And so you're just gonna, I don't know what we're gonna call this. It's like starting a campfire or something, right?
Yeah,
Okay, but you really did feel that today. You felt
Nice.
some good, yeah, you felt some good stuff today, man.
Yeah.
We got you playing harmonic rhythm with all on one side or the other.
Yeah. Some cool stuff, definitely.
Okay, so put that on the drums and have fun. One of these days, you're going to send me a solo on the drum set.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll see you at your usual time next.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right,
That's
Chase.
good, Kevin. Thank you.
You're very welcome, man. Bye.